What you are about to see and hear is a special reader's theater adaptation based on Alvin Wagner's Memoirs of a Medical Misfit. You will see our players reading from their scripts while acting out a few of the scenes from Alvin's memoir. Names of people and places have been changed or used fictitiously. Dialogue has been modified to enhance the performers' roles and the narrative. We will begin.
In the beginning, God said, "Let there be Susan."
Wait, stop! That's not in the script. You're supposed to start here with my call to mercy.
Keep your socks on. That's how it felt for me. This is the beginning. For me. For us. Just wait. You'll see.
I should tell you, God told me that you and I are supposed to be together.
Okay, this is a surprise. We've only been dating for 3 months. Why didn't he tell me about this?
He just did.
You know, I heard God's voice once, a long time ago. I was in Kentucky. I'm not sure if I'd recognize it anymore. In marriage, this is a lot to process. Tell me, how could you think of marrying me when I don't even have a job?
I'll marry you anyway because I can get you a job.
What kind of job?
The orderly at the hospital is leaving, and I know you could do that job.
Okay, I've been in and out of hospitals since I was 12 years old. I don't mind being a patient, getting my epilepsy meds regulated. But work in one, I'm not sure I can do that type of work. I have to think about it.
See, I went home, and for the next week, I thought about this idea. And I came up with a reason after reason why I couldn't do it. And finally, I heard a still soft voice saying, "Take your burdens to the Lord and leave them there." How, I asked. That same voice said to me, "You grew up on farms taking care of my animals. Now I want you to take care of my children." That quiet conversation settled my dilemma and launched me into a journey through the world of nursing. But first, I had to enroll in a course at a community college to become a certified nursing assistant.
Now, students, my name is Maylee Chan, and I am your instructor for part of your training. I'll need a volunteer. Congratulations, Albert. Take a seat. Now, class, when you take a patient's pulse, you do it for 2 minutes. When you get out into the medical world, some people will take it for a few seconds and multiply. But in my class, you will count the full 2 minutes. You may hear comments like, "Am I still alive?" Or "Did you lose count?" Don't let that bother you. This is my way, and this is the right way. Thank you.
I never forgot that lesson. Like I never forgot how she showed us to make beds in the military bench. I couldn't resist asking a humorous question.
Should I bounce a quarter off the bed when I'm done?
None of my female classmates said a word.
Albert, why don't you be quiet? You'll have your turn.
When Maylee thought we were ready, she had us nursing students working at Atoma Nursing Home. A fellow student and I were getting a male patient up one morning. I discovered that this gentleman needed a shave. I found an electric razor and proceeded to shave him.
Why didn't you use shaving cream before using the razor?
Electric razors don't require shaving cream.
I'm certain my husband uses shaving cream.
Well, does he use an electric razor, a straight razor, or a safety razor? There's no hurry. I'll wait for your answer.
I never got an answer, and I did pass the class.
Albert, congratulations on graduating and becoming a certified CNA. However, you will not likely be called a CNA in most places. Male CNAs are referred to as orderlies.
Now, that triggered a memory of an old Jerry Lewis movie called The Disorderly Orderly. Now, right there and then, I vowed to be the best disorderly orderly the medical world had ever seen. Thus began the call upon my life to care for people, and my first job.
Albert, this is your first day here. Welcome. You will be working with me and the other aide caring for residents of the South Hall. We are responsible for 20 rooms. You should introduce yourself and establish a friendly rapport with each resident.
Thank you, I will.
Excellent. Start over there with Ione's room.
Good morning. How are you, young lady?
You need to have your eyes checked. I'm an old lady, I'll have you know. I'm curious, how old do you think I am?
89?
I'll have you know, I passed that milestone a long time ago, young man. Would you like to try again?
91?
Ha! I passed that milestone a long time ago, too. That's 2 strikes. Would you like to strike out?
Nice. You're a baseball fan. I'm gonna guess 93.
I rounded third base a long time ago. I'm 97 years old. And I'll have you know, I'm an old lady.
Well, one of my favorite song choruses goes something like this. You'll always be a child in my eyes. That's God talking to us. Now, are you older than God?
Well, since you put it that way, you can call me a young lady.
Albert, how did you get on with Ione? She can be a little cranky.
I had the chance to experience Proverbs 15:1 in real life. A gentle answer turns away anger. Helps with cranky old ladies too.
That nurse not only approved, but was impressed to ask for more from me.
Ione's doctor told me he wants her to walk as much as possible. She used to dance a lot with her husband, but these days she's sitting far too much. See if you can figure out a way to get her moving again.
I certainly did come up with a plan. A brilliant one if you ask me.
I have a treat for you today, Ione. You and I are going to dance all the way to the dining room back. Don't worry, I've got your back. The aide is right here with a wheelchair for backup. She's ready.
Wait for the music.
What music? I don't remember any music. There's no mention of music here.
I thought of it this morning. I know what's really needed.
We don't need.
Trust me, it's wonderful.
After several years of working floor duty in nursing homes and hospitals, I got a chance to work in the hospital purchasing department. I thought I'd like the change. After a year or so, my manager decided to take a vacation. I was left in charge of filling the supply list for all the nursing departments. Over here. There I am, foolishly thinking I've got everything under control.
Good morning. Can I help you?
Physical therapy just ran out of distilled water. We need some for the applique packs. I'll wait.
Sure. Give me a minute.
Thank you. I need a brace. So, where's your boss?
He's on vacation. Here's the brace you asked for.
Thank you. I'll see you later. I need some TheraBand exercise bands now.
You're coming here every hour. What gives?
I need something to keep you busy since your boss is on vacation.
See, things were going pretty well at first for my first solo day in purchasing department. I was nervous at first, but soon I completed like 3 to 5 supply lists. The only problem was for about an hour, it was like the hourly interruption by this, physical therapist.
I need some TED Talks.
Wouldn't it have been easier just to make me out a list? Like the
Well-
other departments in the hospital? You're not the only one.
It wasn't as much fun.
Your fun is going to have to wait. I'm taking my lunch break. The purchasing department is closed. Hi, Yolanda. Say, how is your husband doing? Has his loss of vision stabilized at all?
Yes, for now. Thanks for asking. His main problem is when we go out in public, he can't tell the difference between the little man and the little woman figures they put on the bathroom floors. The shapes look alike to him.
What does he do?
You know him. He always has an answer. If he realizes he's in the wrong restroom, he turns around and comes out. But if by chance he meets a lady coming in, he just looks at her and says, "Bathroom inspector, everything's fine."
That's one of the best things I've ever heard. I'll have to remember it.
By 2 o'clock that afternoon, I had filled out all my supply lists and just signed in a UPS shipment. Pushing my full cart down the hallway, who should I see but Jade into the ladies' bathroom? Yes, indeed, opportunity knocked on the door.
When you came in and yelled, "Bathroom inspector," I didn't know whether to continue to squat or pull up my pants. Really.
It just goes to show, you reap what you sow.
Now, speaking of sewing, in the case of personal clothing that is, I'll give you this strange tale of a wardrobe malfunction.
John, are those corduroy trousers new?
The girls found them in the closet.
They look nice on you.
Well, I really don't care for them.
I still think you look good in them. Would you like to go to the bathroom before going for your ride?
No, just help me out.
Well, those cords do look nice on you. They fit so well. John, I can see the reason why you might not have liked corduroys. The name sewn on your waistband is Emma Smith. They don't belong to you.
Well, I sort of thought that.
I may not be very fashion conscious, but I'm glad the ability to read is a requirement of my job. It comes in handy.
Now, working in nursing homes is not always easy. Yet, if you work in them long enough, there are some interesting moments. Like the time I got to look a lesson in despair from Eunice. She could be quite funny and pleasant when she wanted to be. Other times, she became the source of a very disagreeable noise. She was, whenever she needed attention or was feeling low, she would moan out, I'm dying, I'm dying. Now, the longer she felt that she was being ignored, the louder she would moan. One day, I entered the room and Eunice let out a loud yelp that stopped me in my tracks.
Oh, I'm dying!
Are you in pain?
No,
Is there anything I can help you with?
no.
Well, she shared a room with a roommate who was gone for the weekend, and I figured Eunice was lonely. But I had to make the roommate's bed and tidy up. As soon as I turned my attention to the work, I heard,
Oh, I'm dying! I'm dying! I'm dying! I'm dying! Oh, I'm dying! I'm dying!
Eunice!
What?
You're not dying.
How do you know?
You're making too much noise.
Now, that was my last time that I yelled at a client in that situation. I found a quieter way of dealing with it, a way to deflect the fears of the folks who thought they were dying. You could see that I couldn't help but notice how many loved the weekly bingo games. When a resident asked why God had not taken me home yet, I would say, well, God has his own bingo game in heaven. When he calls your number, you'll win.
When is the next bingo game?
Following, I became a part of an assisted living team back when this was like a new concept. The team consisted of Paula, an administrator, me, and Jackie. Paula was a pastor's wife. Jackie had a penchant for wanting to read palms. Everyone else fell somewhere between Paula and Jackie in the belief system. On assisted living day, our team joined a few residents and role-played our parts for the camera crew, documenting it all for advertising purposes. We covered every aspect of a typical day, even the cleanup, after which we pretended to visit with each other.
Where did Jackie go?
The photographers are gone. You wanted pictures of a resident's room. Maybe she took the initiative and took them to get those pictures.
You know what? She's probably down there reading their palms.
Look on the bright side. At least she hasn't had a seance yet.
Albert, I never know what's gonna come out of your mouth.
Neither do I. Neither do I.
See, remember Jackie, the palm reader? She became an RN and a hospital's in-service coordinator. Well, one day I learned that Jackie had branched out into an entirely new territory. It had to do with an interesting exchange with Tracy, a member of the church youth group. It went something like this.
Tracy, what kind of fabric softener do you use?
I use Downy.
That's the one I use. What kind of laundry detergent do you use?
Tide.
Oh my gosh, that's the one I use.
Why this sudden interest in my laundry products?
Well, I was trying to figure out why you smell so good.
Why are you interested in how I smell?
I want to smell just like you.
That should have been the end of it, but no. Susan and I had a long drive ahead of us, and since I couldn't drive there was ample time to compose a poem.
Well, I asked her about her fabric softener, thinking that's the key. But it weren't, so I tried detergent. How much simpler could it be? When she told me no a second time, I thought, Lord, what will I do? For I want to smell like Tracy before my life is through. I want to smell like Tracy. I think that she is great. Her life is so together. Mine's been Dolesville here of late. Oh, Tracy, what's your secret? Won't you please give me a clue? Because I want to smell just like you before my life is through. Well, I figured she'd just look at me and say, just go away. But she didn't, and thus encouraged, I felt that I could stay. As my doubts and fears assailed me, I barely heard her say, try buying my favorite perfume, for I wear it every day.
After leaving the medical profession, I landed a job in the maintenance and housekeeping. I have various duties and responsibility. Now, you know it's coming, don't you? I clean restrooms. When I need a couple of work shirts, I remember my friend Yolanda, whose husband came up with the line, bathroom inspector. I use that idea. When I wear those shirts, I get surprised looks and hear comments like, is it okay to go in there? I'm glad he doesn't inspect my bathroom. I wonder if he would inspect my bathroom. Bride's my day. I hope Yolanda would be proud.
Thank you for coming to our performance of The Making of a Bathroom Inspector. If you should ever happen upon someone wearing a certain kind of t-shirt in ISU or SUI colors, you'll have an idea of how it all began.
Wait a minute. I have something to say. You all have had a real good time tonight, but I'm the one that has to take him home. And who do you think encouraged him to get a job in the first place?
I've got nothing.
Honey, Susan, I've always tried to be there for you. At home, in the hospital, I've been used to lie around. Why? Remember after your surgery, I showed you how to get the attention when you need to go to the bathroom?
Yes, you told me to shut up. I gotta pee.
And it worked. Can we have some music?